Today, we're diving into the creation of pencils. What are pencils? How do they work? We talk to graphite experts and enthusiasts of the color yellow to learn more.
I'm sick of hearing about the same old stuff on the transcript. I wish they would do something cool, something I'm interested in.
Yeah, tell me more about it.
Like, what if they did?
This week on The Transcript, we investigate the mysterious case of the missing vending machine. Where did it go and why did it go?
Weird.
Or what about like a new sketch or something? Monkeys. Monkeys are cool.
They've done that tons of times.
You're not even listening to me.
Yeah, they're so crazy.
What about...
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be seeing how many eggs we can put on Mr. Littlefield's car. Answer, a lot.
I've got to go.
Sounds good. Wait, how did I lose 100% happiness and all looks? What?
G20 World Leaders Summit, the South African government is expecting large protests from several groups, including climate activists, anti-capitalist, women's rights activists, and anti-migrant campaigners. In response, the government has put the army on standby and deployed 3,500 police officers. In national news, in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, over 250 people have been arrested in an immigration crackdown that the federal government is calling, quote, Operation Charlotte's Web. The fear created by the arrest has caused kids to be reluctant to attend school. Local restaurants and businesses have closed. In local news, nurses at Cooley Dickinson Hospital have called off plans to strike after reaching a tentative contract agreement. The deal preserves the current health insurance benefits and increases pay over the next 3 years. Both nurses and hospital executives say that the contract reflects respect for nurses and supports them to provide high-quality patient care. I'm Shira, and thanks for watching.
Hello, and welcome to The Transcript. This week we investigate the fire at Olympia Place, and we knit with Miss Miller.
Last Friday, a fire started at Olympia Place Apartments. The fire did not injure anyone, but Olympia Place is completely burned down, leaving its 230 residents homeless. An estimated 2 million gallons of water were used in putting this fire out, with firefighters taking 23 hours to get it under control. We spoke to firefighters to learn more about the effects of the Olympia Place fire.
So on November 7th, a little over a week ago, about 8:20 in the evening, our dispatch center received a call for a building under construction on fire. Our first arriving crew found, in fact, a 4-story wooden building fully involved in fire. So we knew right away that it was going to be a pretty significant event. We initially started fighting the building under construction, but it was too far gone and collapsed within about 20 minutes. We did have firefighters go into the neighboring building, 57 Olympia Place, which is a very large apartment building, mostly occupied by UMass students. And for about 3 hours, our firefighters fought the fire from the inside. But after 3 hours, the building was becoming unstable and the fire was actually progressing in the attic space above. So we ended up evacuating the building of our firefighters after about 3 hours. And then we had to fight the fire from the outside for a good 12 hours solid of a heavy firefight, and then we were actually there 2 days later still putting out hot spots. Yeah, I mean, I think for the occupants, it's pretty traumatic. There were, again, 236 people that lived there, 230 of them are UMass students, and they had essentially no chance to retrieve any of their belongings. Other than what they grabbed as they ran out the door, nobody was able to take any belongings. I don't think anybody expected that they would never be able to go back to their apartment again. So to find that the building was heavily damaged by fire, and then we actually had to demolish it as part of putting the fire out. It was so unstable that nobody would have ever been able to go back in. So they lost everything they had, which if any of us think about that, that's pretty traumatic. I know obviously clothing, laptops, other belongings, things you don't think about like driver's licenses, passports, keys to their cars. I mean, there's just so much. And unfortunately, although our firefighters did rescue some cats and some guinea pigs, I know there were some pets, I think mostly cats, unfortunately, that were lost in the fire.
UMass Amherst is providing services to help the students that were displaced in this fire. I'm Autumn Blaria, and this is the Transcript.
Hi, welcome to Hallway Hot Takes Thanksgiving Edition. Today we're going to walk around the halls and ask people what the biggest Thanksgiving hot take is. And who am I here today?
Kira Lawrence Riddell.
What's your biggest Thanksgiving hot take?
That we should take turkey off the menu.
Why?
I was really inspired by that one Thanksgiving movie, and I also think that turkey is not that great.
Who am I here with today?
Mr. Paquette.
What's your biggest Thanksgiving hot take?
Biggest Thanksgiving hot take, every Thanksgiving I make lentil loaf because I don't eat meat.
So you think no turkey?
No turkey for me, not since 1998.
Jeez. Who am I here today?
Mr. Lucy?
What's your biggest Thanksgiving hot take?
I think that football should always be replaced by Puppy Bowl.
Who am I here today?
Tess Upsteiner.
What's your biggest Thanksgiving hot take?
I like the ice cream without the pie.
Who am I here today?
Nils.
What's your biggest Thanksgiving hot take?
That turkey's not good and chicken's way better.
Thank you for your time.
Yep.
Who am I here with today?
Jules Tillinghast.
Reese Sorensen. Cameron Richardson.
What's your guys' biggest Thanksgiving hot take?
I hate cranberry.
I love cranberries. Stuffing's the best item on the menu.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Who am I here today?
Jay Sean.
What's your biggest Thanksgiving hot take?
Personally, I do not like stuffing. Stuffing, in my opinion, it takes so long to make and not really the best thing that I would like on my Thanksgiving dinner. Personally, I prefer turkey or anything other than stuffing, personally.
Thank you for watching Hallway Hot Takes.
Welcome to Teacher Spotlight, where this week we interviewed Miss Miller about her hobby of knitting and learned a new stitch.
So the first question is, what got you into knitting and how long have you been knitting?
I started knitting when I was 16, and my high school librarian was the one that showed me. So I would stay after school with her sometimes, and she taught me how to knit hats and headbands and little ear warmers and stuff like that, and then it just kind of went from there.
That's so cute. And then how do you think knitting has informed your teaching? Has it helped your teaching at all?
Well, I think knitting is a really creative activity or hobby, and I think just using that side of my brain to be creative while I'm knitting just helps me maybe think a little bit more outside the box when it comes to activities we do in class or lessons I'm planning.
I know that you're the advisor of the Fiber Arts Club. How did that start, and how does that help you to connect with your students?
A student approached me towards the beginning of the year, Zivia, and they asked me, I hear you're into knitting and I've been wanting to start this club. Would you be interested? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, that sounds like so much fun. And it definitely makes me feel more connected here. Okay, so basically in order to do a cable stitch to make the beautiful cable knit sweaters that you see, you can just knit until about halfway through your stitches. And then we'll do a 2-stitch cable. So what we're gonna do is, this seems scary, but we're gonna slide our 2 stitches from our left needle off of the needle and just try not to play around with them too much. And then we're just gonna knit the next 2 stitches on the needle. And then you're gonna try to take those 2 stitches that we just took off and slide them back on your left needle. And then you're gonna just continue knitting those two that you just put on your needle. So basically what we just did is cross those two stitches over each other, and you will see kind of like this little indent in your knitting. And then what you would do is as you would continue knitting just normally back and forth until you reached maybe like 6 or 7 rows. And then you would do the cable stitch again and create this lovely cable stitch cap.
Okay, so then it's gonna cross over.
Yeah, it'll cross over again.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering me that.
Of course.
Thank you for watching. The Fiber Arts Club meets Wednesdays, 3:30 to 4:30 in the art room.
Thanks for watching. I'm Miss Sullivan, and I'm the Student Union Advisor, and I want to let you know about the Winter Coat Help Yourself rack. It's located by Guidance, and volunteers have brought hats, coats, mittens, and gloves, so please come by during the school day anytime and help yourself to what you need. It's going to be there from November to late March.
Transcript.